I've always been a huge fan of RPGs with a focus on story. JRPGs are especially enjoyable to me because I spent most of my childhood growing up with them. You could say, I guess, in essence, that they kind of molded me into the man I am today. Or the man-child I am today, I guess. Like, physically a man, mentally a child. That sums me up pretty accurately. To date, they are still my favorite genre of video game. So when I was reached out to take a sponsored look at a brand new mobile JRPG from Line Games, I thought to myself, you know what? I have played some solid Japanese RPGs on my phone over the last year and opted to go ahead and just give this game a chance. Do note, if you want to go ahead and try the game out, I will have a link to download it in the description below. Make sure you go ahead and click that to be taken directly to the game. Now, as is the norm, I guess, with pretty much all JRPGs, the introduction to the game takes the form of a very lengthy cutscene. I'm gonna do you guys all a favor here and kind of just like briefly summarize the introduction of the game. This doesn't look good. You gotta run while you have the chance. But I got like tiny little legs. I'm not gonna make it. God damn. Okay, here's a boost to get you started. Oh no. I fell. This doesn't look too bad. Oh, well, I'm fucked. And so he died, but the little dude lived and actually serves as the recruitment system in game, allowing for players to recruit yokai companions. Those yokai in specific are different to normal party members you find in games like this, where you'd normally go ahead and recruit hundreds of characters, fielding 4 to 6 of them at any given time. In XROSS Chronicle, you recruit yokai, and well, the best way I can put this is that you essentially equip them onto your character. After selecting where you want them to go, you can fuse with them in battle, allowing for both the yokai and the human to combine their strengths together, becoming one. The yokai have their very own special abilities, and thus devising strategies to overcome certain enemy types and situations is all but a requirement the further you get. Now, speaking of using yokai in battle, the combat itself takes the form of a semi-auto play system, allowing for you to move your character by clicking where on the screen you want to go and individually selecting the skills you want to use. But the normal auto attacks that happen in between skill usage is, again, automatic. Now, I do want to note here that I happened to spend a lot of the introduction to the game without the knowledge that I could move my character. Like, I let them automatically just like run up to the monster and just start hacking and slashing them. I had no idea I could like individually move my characters around and then use my skills myself. Now, this is similar to most tab target MMOs, and so that you cycle through various skills while auto meleeing enemies. I can't say for certain how many skills you get, but I had access to, I think, 2 per character while recording on the way to level 10. Skills are incredibly flashy and the fusion system looks great. Fusing together with your yokai kind of reminded me of the new Super Saiyan Blue forms in Dragon Ball Super. Unfortunately, you do not have the ability to create your own character, and I'm a huge fan of character creation in my games, but at the same time, I do understand why this is the case. This is very heavily story-centric, and your characters are already predetermined with their own preset personalities. It's also worth noting that the game is voice acted with some of your favorite anime voice actors in game. If that doesn't qualify for an impressive dub, then I don't know what would. While there's plenty to do in terms of story, the entire game is focused around the story, and progression takes place in the form of chapter-based missions. You also have access to various other types of game modes. These include things like large monster raids, PvP arenas to test your strength against other players, the Scalar Tower, which is a recent addition by the way, a plethora of different dungeons to participate in, which is actually of interest to me. Partly because both MRSSTIX and I love running dungeons and raids in games, and partly because I have no idea how this is actually going to function in-game. The game really does provide a surplus of activities to participate in, and that's not including the extensive recruitment system in place that will keep you grinding endlessly, so long as content is continuously released and new characters are made available. XROSS Chronicles is an interesting game. It looks great, it offers a brand new unique story, fun characters, and overall provides you a great way of spending all of that free time you probably have right now. Worst case scenario, you don't like it and you move on. But on the other hand, you might enjoy yourself just a little bit. Plus, how could you deny yourself the adorableness that is this little dude? Come on, you'd have to be heartless. Again, if you want to go ahead and download the game, I'm going to have a link to it in the description below. All you have to do is click the link to be taken right to the game. But that's just my opinion, my first impressions of the game. What do you think? Does it look like something you'd be interested in? Let me know down in the comments below and let's talk about it. Anyway guys, that is it for me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you all next time.
Peace.